Hello, hello.
Oh, hi there. I didn't see you come in. Thank you for joining us once again. This is the 165th episode of the Drunk Doctor Who podcast, wherein we talk about the 165th story,
Dalek.
Derek.
Dalek.
I like to think his name's Derek, though.
Alright.
Because we really became a person along the way.
Kinda.
Dalek's just too...
Alright. This is on season 1, or probably series 1. We're still in Eccleston. Yay.
It's like the what do you call it? The mileometer?
Yeah.
In your car when it takes over and rolls back to 1.
Essentially.
Yeah.
They've done that twice now.
1964? 68?
1963.
63? Yeah, that's an old show.
Yeah, like November 20th or something of 63. November 25th, somewhere in there. It was the day that JFK was assassinated. But yeah. Anyway.
So it pulled in great ratings. There's nothing else going on.
Alright, anyway, so.
Just like when it aired against Reba.
Once again, Hatter. Holden, what are you drinking today, Holden?
Jack Daniels Blackjack Cola.
I have Tito's Vodka.
Tito's. So we're pretty much out of Russian standard at this point, right?
Completely. I haven't seen any in town right now. Alright.
You think they'll come back once the war's over?
Yeah, hopefully. But maybe not. Who knows? Alright.
They're going to be like Cuban cigars.
Yeah, eventually. Dalek. The antagonists are the Dalek singular, and Henry Van Staten. Real piece of work he is.
Boy, Dalek? The Daleks are back.
Well, a Dalek is back.
The Dalek.
Alright, one episode, companions were Rose, and we have a new companion, Adam.
Is he a companion in this episode?
Yeah,
they becomes a companion at this episode.
No, he's already in the TARDIS.
Yeah.
Anyway, this aired April the 30th of 2005, and today is July 23rd of 2026.
I was 10. I was 10.
There you go. We're finally, remember the show started like 50 years before you were born, and we're finally catching up to your birth. And I mean to your, to modern day. Alright, I actually don't think we talked about the Blu-ray set that I picked up last time, did we?
I think we did.
Did we?
Did we?
I don't remember.
Run it by me one more time.
Well, we'll do that at the end, alright?
Oh, okay.
With the news. Okay. So, in the episode, the TARDIS pops up in a...
Area 51.
Kind of. But apparently it's in Utah. And it's this giant bunker underground, goes like 50, 60 something levels.
Half a mile.
Yeah, goes half a mile underground.
Or over half a mile. Because they came in at...
You said about half a mile. Yeah. Anyway, so it's this giant crazy museum.
It's deep.
Yeah, it's huge and it's deep.
Ooh.
And it's got all this alien tech stuff. And the doctor is like, somebody's a collector, all this stuff. And the doctor sees a Cyberman head. And he goes up, he touches the case. And he goes, well, an old friend. Well, more of an enemy, actually. He touches the case, and then all these alarms go off. And all these soldiers come up. They've got their guns pointed at them. And then we get the intro credits. Cold open.
Listen, I had the same thought about the Cyberman head. It looked like it was crying. It had teardrops. Which is funny, because they don't have any emotion.
Correct.
They have less emotion than Daleks.
Right, but I always found that interesting.
Yeah. Have they always had those? Did I never notice that?
Not the Mondarian ones.
But the newer ones?
Yeah.
The handle ones?
Yeah. I think so.
So where are they from, if not Mondes?
They're just from a different planet. Mondes was, in the same orbit as Earth on the other side of the sun, which is why we never saw it.
Twin planet.
Yeah. Those are the sockhead Cybermen.
Mm-hmm. And they're totally unrelated.
Correct, oddly enough.
It's just like doppelganger villains.
Yeah. We do see the Mondas Cybermen again in the future. The 12th Doctor. Oh. It was one of his favorite things as a kid, so they go back and they revisit it.
Uh-huh.
The other Cybermen come from some other planet and they invade, all that stuff. But it's not Mondas. They're from outside of our solar system. Yeah. Alright.
So last week we had a short episode.
No, we didn't.
It was only 2 hours and 22 minutes.
Yeah.
Under 2.5 hours.
You still need to make an intermission.
Guess what I didn't do this week?
The same thing you don't do every week.
Yeah. Try and take over the world.
Alright. So anyway.
It's a whole hour shorter than our longest episode. Which is 3 hours and 22 minutes.
Yeah.
Which is not the Dalek's master plan. It's Space Station 9? Or something? No, Towers. No.
Paradise Towers?
No, not that one.
Okay.
I don't know why it was so long. Did we fall asleep in that one?
No. We were probably drunk and you kept getting me off topic.
The master plan is just under 3 hours. It's like 2:56.
War Games should have also been long.
So we only have one episode that's over 3 hours. Which is crazy.
No, we're not. No, don't you even try to make this episode. No. You already are.
And we had one of our videos broke 200 views. Hey.
Oh, which one?
Episode 1.
Oh, cool.
It's our most viewed episode.
Ah, yeah. The one where you puke?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's why.
Oh, man. Okay, so there's this guy, real Hanyak, Henry Van Staten.
And love to hate him.
Yeah, I love to hate him. And he's like, I want to go see my pet. And he's walking through, the guy with everybody following him, listening to his orders. He fires somebody and has their mind wiped.
Yeah.
And then...
It's like the Men in Black.
Yeah. And then...
Goddard.
Yeah, and then there's this pretty young lady, very tall. And her name's Goddard. And he's like, okay, President's down 10 points. I want him replaced. And the one guy's like, no, I don't think it's how that works, sir. And he goes, okay, yep, get her out of here, wipe his mind. And then Goddard steps up and he goes, okay, Goddard. And all this time they're walking down a corridor, briskly. He goes, Goddard, should the next president be Republican or Democrat? She goes, Democrat? And he goes, why? And she's like, oh, they're so damn funny, sir. He's like, oh, I like you. Anyway, so...
My dad and I went to Firehouse Subs. The girl that took our order was like 6'2". Yeah.
She played basketball for Tech.
So my dad was like, Ma, you're tall. Do you play basketball? She said, I used to.
Oh, there you go. Yeah. Okay, anyway, so... she's like, oh, we've got 2 intruders. They just popped up on level 53. And he's like, oh. Okay, bring them to me. I want to meet them. And figure out how they got in. So...
He made a funny joke.
Yeah.
I don't remember what it was. It wasn't funny.
No, it wasn't funny.
It's funny.
How'd they get in? I'll tell you how they got in. They got in through the window.
Through the window.
And then he goes, all right, laugh. Kind of like David Bowie in Labyrinth.
Yeah.
All right, laugh.
Great villain.
So... he's in his office on the first floor. The doctor and Rose get brought to him. And Van Staten is being shown by Adam, who ends up being a new companion, all these alien tech things that Adam bought on the internet for Van Staten.
Yeah.
And did auctions and stuff. And they don't know what this one piece of stuff is. And the doctor asks if he can, see it. Mm-hmm. He leans in and the guns immediately come up. And he goes, okay, man. Van Staten gives it to him, and the doctor starts playing it. It's a musical instrument.
It's like that one Benjamin Franklin invented, the glass harp. That's the wet glass wheels that make like when you run your finger around the rim of the glass. But it looked more like an ocarina.
Hey, I was trying to think of the word. Yeah, but it does look more like an ocarina. But it works by running your fingertips over it. Yeah. And that's pretty cool. And it's funny because, he goes, who are you? He goes, I'm the doctor. Okay. And this is Rose Tyler. And he goes, and who are you? And Harry goes, oh, you know who I am. Mm-hmm. No, seriously, we don't. He goes, this is in the future. It aired in 2005, but it was taking place in 2012. Mm-hmm. And
he's like, you know who I am.
That's what you came here. You broke in
my collection.
Yeah, and makes an odd reference. He says, "You and your little cat burglar friend here. Oh, and by the way, you've got a nice collection too, Doctor. She's very pretty." Makes a bit of a snide remark on that, and she's like. I'm gonna hit you if you keep calling me she.
Rose did look great in this episode.
Oh yeah, she looked great in most of her episodes.
Frizzy hair, and the early 2000s style jeans, that white tank top.
Yeah, the white tank top in high definition shows how cold it is in the room. Seriously, there were several shots like that. Anyway, so. To break the tension, Adam goes, this is Henry Van Staten. He owns the internet. And Rose is like, no, he doesn't. Nobody owns the internet. And he goes, oh yeah, keep thinking that. Yeah. And then Van Staten's like, the doctor,
Doctor with no name.
Yeah, doctor with no name. And those two start doing a pissing contest. He's like...
I can feel the testosterone.
Yeah, Rose says that. I can feel the testosterone. Van Staten's like, yeah, I've got all this stuff because I'm the expert. And Doctor goes, oh, no, I'm more of an expert. And Van Staten's like, you think you know that? He says, oh, I know. So finally, Van Staten says, look, you were right near the cage. He goes, cage? What's in the cage? Oh, my one living subject. Oh, one living specimen. Yeah. So like, oh, okay. He goes, okay, doctor, impress me. See if you can tell me what this is. Yeah. And he has Adam entertain Rose. Adam takes her to his workshop, while the doctor goes with Van Staten and Goddard and the guards. I think he almost always has guards around him. Yeah. And they go down to the cage, which is funny because they have to take the elevator down to level 53 or whatever.
His office is level 1?
Yeah.
Doesn't seem very secure.
The whole place is a fortress. So, so then we see somebody drilling into something. We don't see the something yet, but if you can, you recognize the eye stalk. Yeah. The eye. And it's like, I mean, we already knew the name of the episode was Dalek, so you're never going to see a Dalek.
Spoiler.
Yeah.
Then Staten calls it the Metaltron.
Yeah, Metaltron, because he doesn't know the word Dalek yet. Yeah.
See if you.
But it's sad, the thing's screaming while the guy's torturing him.
Yeah. Makes you feel bad for a Dalek.
This episode does a good job of that, actually.
Yeah. I've never seen a Dalek be so emotionally manipulative. They're manipulative, but they're usually like I will give you power, and
Yeah.
this one is like going for like the emotional. Oh, I feel bad for me.
It was. And it's like, okay, so the Dalek gets down there, and they're watching on a screen in this outer room. They've got this giant bulkhead, like a bank vault.
Mm-hmm.
Giant bank vault bulkhead. And he sends the doctor in. And he closes the door and says, okay, I want this thing to talk. And then the doctor looks around a bit, and he goes, I'm here to help. Who are you? And then the lights come on, and it's a Dalek. And the doctor's like running out, trying to get out, trying to hide. And
let me out.
Yeah, the alien is like, Doctor? The Doctor? Oh man, I'm just like, let me out.
Exterminate.
Yeah. Turns out the Dalek doesn't have enough power to fire its gun, its main weapon. So the Doctor's like, and he gives that Eccleston smile. And he's like,
it doesn't work.
It doesn't work.
Are you a Dalek that can't kill? Exterminate?
Mm-hmm. And the Dalek, and he's like, well, what are you doing? He's like, I'm waiting for orders. Orders? No orders are coming. They're all dead. I killed them all. And what happened to the Time Lords? They died too. Perished in it. And they're talking, and it's a really good conversation.
Oh, great. Yeah.
Yeah. It and the one later, when the Dalek is in the firing range, and they have that conversation through the telescreen.
Yeah.
That one is very reminiscent of the Dalek's master plan with Davros. I love that one.
They mentioned Davros, not by name.
No, yeah, not by name, but he does give us a little side mention.
Yeah. Quick history lesson.
And the Dalek's like,
genetically engineered by what?
A madman who also had full control over his own little world.
Does Davros ever come back in the modern show? Yeah.
Yep.
I like Davros. He's a cool villain.
Oh yeah. I think we see him next towards the end of series 4.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, that's coming up.
Yeah, we're on series 1 now. But
they're only like how many episodes per
series?
Yeah.
Like 13 at this point.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Wait, is it the end of series 3 or the end of series 4? I think it's the end of series 4. Yeah. We have at the end of series 3 we have the Utopia trilogy, and that is really good.
Trilogy.
Trilogy. We get 3 hours.
Yeah.
The 1 hour. Should we call it Tipsy Doctor Who or something?
Yeah.
All right. Anyway, so
do we ever see the meddling monk again?
Not yet.
Not yet.
To be fair, listeners, still watching through series 15, Disney season 2.
He's out there somewhere in purgatory.
Mm-hmm.
He never died.
Yep, probably died in the Time War.
Oh. In purgatory?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know how the Daleks survive.
Yeah. Oh, they even discussed that. The Dalek got thrown. He slipped through time and got thrown out of the rift and crash landed on the island of Ascension. I think that was it.
And he ended up on Earth?
Yeah, that's how he ended up on Earth.
Oh. The Isle of Ascension's on Earth?
I think so. I think it's in the South Pacific.
Oh.
Yeah, and Goddard is explaining to the Doctor where it came from and all that.
Wouldn't Purgatory also be outside of time? I think the meddling monk's still alive.
That would be an interesting one to bring back. Alright, so So the Dalek crash landed on the island, and it was in a crater for 3 days, doing nothing but screaming before anybody could get to it, because it was just so hot, from entering the Earth's atmosphere.
Poor Dalek.
Yeah, it had been bumping around private collections for like 50 years until Van Staten bought it.
How much do you think a Dalek costs?
How many billions do you have? So anyway, they show these close-up scenes of the Doctor's face, and he hates the Daleks so much because of all the slaughter of the Time War, the fact that he had to genocide both races.
For the second time.
Yeah, and the Doctor's just like, and railing at this Dalek, and you can see spittle coming out of his mouth. The close-up is so close, and he's just frothing at the mouth so much.
Yeah, I don't think we've seen Eccleston so angry before.
No, Dalek hadn't shown up. Anyway, so the Doctor's like, the Dalek's like, I'm all alone in the universe. The Doctor's like, yeah, me too. I'm the last one. The Doctor's like, well, we're the same. I was like, don't you ever see that? He goes, no, wait a minute. Maybe we are. And that starts our conversation. Finally, Van Setten's been watching this on the monitor.
Yeah.
And he's like, okay. They come in because they want to see the Dalek talking. And they want to see all of that. And Van Staten says, I am Henry Van Staten. Talk to me, Dalek. I even know your real name now. Talk to me.
Yeah.
But the Dalek has limited energy, and so it just doesn't do anything. Van Staten tells the guy who was torturing it earlier, make it keep talking no matter what it takes. And the guy puts on the big suit and starts torturing the Dalek again. How
do you think that works? Was he just like heating it up with a blowtorch or something? Making it hot like when it entered the atmosphere?
Or possibly.
Wouldn't that give it energy though?
No. Quite possibly he was getting through to the creature inside. Drilling and then piercing the creature inside the shell casing. So all this time, Adam and Rose have been flirting. He's maybe 22, 23. She's 19. They're both English.
He's like, I'm a genius.
Yeah. and so they're flirting hardcore. And he goes, by the way, are you and the Doctor together? She says, no, nothing like that. He goes, good. She goes, why would you think that was good? It just is.
Because he's old. And gross.
No, because he wanted his shot at her.
Yeah.
Anyway, so they flirt. Finally, she goes, well, haven't you been to see the pet? And he says, no. Van Staten is very selfish with it. She goes, don't let people go really see it. And she's like, okay. He goes,
even though he had access the whole time.
I think he would have gotten in trouble if he'd ever used that access. I think that's the case. He never dared use it to go anywhere else, but not to see the Dalek.
It's like the Queen of England's veto.
Technically, in the House of Lords, there's still a guy there that when they pass something, they have to look at him and find out if he's vetoing it or not. And I think he has a staff or something, like the Royal Scepter or something. And he goes, boom, and he goes, no, which means they're not vetoing it. The last time somebody, a monarch in the United Kingdom, vetoed something was like in the 1700s.
Wow.
And it fell so much out of disuse, and they went so much more to a representative democracy system, with the monarchy being infinitely more ceremonial, although the monarch still has a few duties they have to do when it comes to the government, but they are very few indeed.
He said duty.
Very few indeed. That no monarch has dared veto anything in hundreds of years because they don't want that theoretical right to be taken away. Because at some point, they want to, I guess they're saving it for some crazy emergency, you know? Yeah.
So the Queen of England passed away.
Yeah.
And then it was King George?
No, Prince Charles became King Charles III.
And then he passed away.
No.
Oh, he's still around?
Yeah.
Man, he's old.
Yeah, and the Queen was old before him.
Charles isn't looking so great.
Yeah, and for the first time you have...
That's got to be like the oldest prince in history.
It was pretty old, yeah. She was the longest reigning queen in the United Kingdom history, and I think the second longest reigning monarch ever, or something like that.
Wow.
Yeah.
It showed her with like a picture with all the presidents, and it's like comparing how long a presidency lasts to a...
Well, she went in, I think she became queen during... It was either the Eisenhower administration or FDR's VP, who became president when he died. Can't think of his name at the moment. Truman. I think it was during the Eisenhower administration that she became president, but it might have been the tail end of Truman. Yeah.
Long time.
Yeah. It was after the war, I believe. Anyhow.
Truman didn't even have electricity in his house. Truman? I'm thinking of someone else. Someone didn't have electricity. And they woke him up and they had a candle and they had him swearing in his pajamas. Was that Truman? That wasn't Truman.
Might have been. Yeah. Anyway, when he was vice president, probably tell him the president passed away or something. Okay, so finally he goes, she's like, well, how'd you end up with this job? Well, Van Staten has all these agents everywhere looking for geniuses to work for him. And she goes, genius? He goes, actually, yes, I am. And then later on she goes, well, can we see this Mellotron thing or this specimen? He goes, well, it's a secure code, but you got a genius here to figure it out. You're showing off. And then she gets right behind him while he's doing that, looking over his shoulder, super crazy flirting. And
the moment is ruined.
Yes, the moment is
instantly
ruined.
It's just a picture of an alien being tortured.
Yeah, and
goes,
screaming. Oh. Yeah, she goes, what? They're torturing it. And he goes, yeah. And she goes, all right, well, we got to go down there. So, So I wonder if they got in the elevator, went down, when the doctor and them were going up or what have you, because it was 50-something floors.
Yeah.
52 floors.
We don't know which floor his workshop was on.
Oh, you are correct. We don't. And in fact, he might have an elevator by the workshop.
Staff elevator.
Well,
is that what they call them in hotels?
Yeah.
The little laundry room elevator.
Yeah, and then you got freight elevators when they got to take big things up and down.
Oh yeah.
So
that's the one they make me take.
The doctor's leaving with Goddard, the guards, and Van Staten, and he goes, "All right, Van Staten, you got to kill it." It's like, no, I'm not gonna kill. And they're the elevator at this point.
Collection.
Yeah, no, I'm gonna kill the only living specimen in my collection. Not gonna do that. And he goes, no, you have to. If this thing gets out, everyone's dead. You know, what's the nearest city?
Salt
Lake City. How many people? 1 million. Dead. That thing gets out of the vault. Everyone in here is dead. And Van Statten's like, he said it was the last of its kind, an alien, and it knew you, which means it's not the only living specimen in here.
Oh.
Yeah, and the doctor, you see the look on the doctor's face, like, oh crap. So,
the actor that plays Van Statten looks familiar. Who's he off of?
I don't know.
I've seen him somewhere.
I don't know.
So many actors.
Alright. You keep doing the summary. I forgot my binder. And I need to refresh my drink. Alright, let's keep it going.
So Adam and Rose take the workshop elevator, maybe?
Okay. No. Different one, yeah.
And then he and Rose burst into the antechamber, and the guards are like, halt! And then he pulls out his little badge and he goes, level 4 access, granted by Van Statten himself. And the door was just open, so then they let him walk in, and then they closed the door behind him. And I guess the guy that was torturing him was like taking his lunch break or something, because now they're the only ones in the room. And Rose starts sympathizing with the Dalek, and Adam's like, hey, don't get too close. So Rose obviously gets like face to face with the Dalek. And yeah, this great dialogue between Rose and the Dalek, and she's like, oh, you know, you poor thing, and the Dalek goes, yes, I'm so helpless, and I'm being tortured, and I'm in pain. And he like changes his register, and his voice sounds more human and less robotic, and he's just being real emotionally manipulative, you know, playing up the sympathy card. Or is like, oh, you poor thing, and she touches him, and instantly it's like, and it like absorbs her fingerprint and leaves a little mark, and she goes, ah, like I guess there's a burst of heat or something. But apparently the doctor cloned or copied her genetic sequence, her DNA, because she's a time traveler. She traveled through time with the doctor, so there's something special about that now in her genetic DNA sequence. Because the first human that touched him, they said just like burst into flames. So I
well, the thing wasn't needing the DNA. From Rose, it needed the time traveling DNA.
Yeah. So there's a genetic component to being a companion. So instantly, it starts like booting up, and it breaks out of the chains, and he's like, I am regenerated. And so Rose and Adam start freaking out.
The guards move in when it breaks the chains, and Rose and Adam should start running that exact second.
Yeah.
And they don't.
They're kind of in awe, a little horrified.
Yeah, well, to be fair, I mean, they ran so far that even at their age, I don't think you could get that pace up the whole way, you know?
Yeah.
You have to stop and take breathers.
And then back in Van Statten's office, they're like, oh, there's an escapee, the Dalek's out. And they bring it up on the CCTV.
Well, first did you talk about them torturing the doctor? He's scanning the doctor with the alien tech. The doctor's chained up and his shirt's off, and the guy's shooting this thing at him and getting freaky x-ray kind of things.
Yeah, painful x-rays.
Yeah, and he's like, oh, bivascular heart system. You're like, That's great. I'm going to have to patent this.
Yeah.
And then they get into this back and forth where Van Staten had been gleaning the technology off of all the alien tech that he's been digging up.
Mm-hmm. That's a popular trope, like in Transformers.
Oh, yeah.
Microwaves, aliens. Broadband, aliens.
But he says, yeah. He goes, what was it? Broadband? Roswell.
Yeah.
And he keeps going on with stuff like that. It's funny.
The Dalek's escaping. And the doctor's like, I told you, if you want to not die,
You better let me go.
Yeah.
And the next thing you see, Doctor's got his shirt and his jacket back on, and he's running out, leading Van Staten. And this is when they go to Van Staten's office.
Mm-hmm. And they pull it up on the CCTV. There's an intercom. And the doctor's like, run, Rose. But they're already shooting guns, so she doesn't hear him.
Yeah, and
she doesn't have great survival instincts.
now this is the first time she's seen a Dalek.
Yeah.
So she didn't know what she was doing, and she didn't know what it was capable of.
Mm-hmm.
And the Dalek...
Neither did I. This is the most technologically advanced Dalek we've seen.
There is a leap there, yes.
They have conquered stairs.
Oh, they did that at the end of the original run of the show.
Oh, that's true, yeah.
Yeah, remember?
Yeah. They went from magnetic floors to the little Star Wars Episode 2 where R2-D2 lifts up with jetpacks.
Yep.
No one was expecting that scene.
No.
They're like, R2-D2 has jetpacks? He never used that.
In the later stuff. Why doesn't he use that in the later stuff?
Like,
Yeah, that's one of the problems with doing prequels, but upgrading your character is why doesn't the character do that later on?
It's because the Jawas salvaged them off of them.
That's actually reasonable. That is actually reasonable. Alright, so they call in all the guards. The Dalek has first killed it sucker punches with its sucker and destroys that first guy.
What are you gonna do?
Sucker me to death.
That was Simmons, the guy that was tortured.
Yeah, and he goes,
Very graphic. It like crushes his head.
Yeah, the Dalek kills the one guard. He tells the lady guard, what was her name?
DiMaggio,
yeah. He tells DiMaggio, take the civilians, get them out of here.
Mm-hmm.
The Dalek goes into the second room, the one outside the cage. He shoots... he goes up and he sticks the sucker through a computer screen. And he starts draining all the power in the base.
Mm-hmm.
And then it goes Utah.
The whole grid.
Yeah, the whole western U.S. grid, which unfortunately they were wrong on because they didn't have New Mexico on it. But you can look right over there and see New Mexico is on that grid.
Was it the same as that in 2012? Or maybe they added it later on.
No. That's with the exception of Lubbock here flipping from the west. Actually from the east to the Texas grid. That has been more or less the grids for a long time. Yeah. I think hopefully eventually they'll get the rest of Texas under the Texas grid.
Oh, I thought they did.
No. Amarillo's still not on it. El Paso is still not on it. Amarillo is on the East Coast grid. El Paso is on the West Coast. And but yeah, you see, like I said, New Mexico, but they didn't. I noticed that because they showed the graph. I noticed they didn't have New Mexico on the West Coast grid, but the whole West Coast grid in there goes down, and then the Dalek's like power, and he shoots out the cameras in that room,
and he starts repairing in his little, what do you call the balls?
Oh,
roundels.
They're kind of like the roundels in the TARDIS, but they're
Audis instead of Innies.
Yeah, they're lovingly called Dalek bumps.
Bumps.
In the Curse of Fatal Death, which I think is a good name for him.
His Dalek bumps harden.
Yeah, he's repairing himself.
Yeah.
He's using the energy, he's repairing himself. He's also absorbing the entirety of the internet. And now it knows everything. So, let's see. Alright, so the Dalek starts going down one of the passageways.
Mm-hmm.
And it's the whole bunker, the whole place is a fortress, meant to survive a nuclear exchange.
Yes.
But it drained the power, but they're running on emergency backup power.
Mm-hmm.
So they call in all the soldiers, all the guards. They go there. One group comes from one direction, one group comes from the other direction.
Mm-hmm.
They're shooting at the Dalek. The Dalek is turning...
Slow-mo.
Yeah, it's the Matrix bullet time where, Neo holds up his hand and they picks a bullet out of the air and they all fall. Mm-hmm. Except in this case, they're just dissolving.
Yeah.
And he goes, it's got a force field. The bullets can't quite get there. And the Dalek...
They're melting.
They're melting.
They're so hot. They describe as you approach the sun, things like break down atom by atom because it's so hot. Like they can't form a. So that must be what's happening here because there's not like any melting slag. It's just going.
No, it's just going.
It's just turned into vapor.
Right. So the Dalek does this. He doesn't shoot one direction. He shoots one guy, turns around, shoots the guy the other direction, turns back around, shoots that guy.
Yeah, you see their head swivel, but now his torso also swivels.
Right.
So there are 3 segments now.
Yeah, and that's something new to the modern Daleks.
Mm-hmm.
That plus the capability to regenerate under those circumstances.
And this was a gold Dalek, which meant it was like a high-ranking Dalek.
Yeah, they go... Later on, they've got a group of Daleks that are color-coded. And they're fighting with... they're higher-ups.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway.
Do we ever see the Supreme Dalek again? One with the big old head?
I don't think... Wait. Okay, we might see him when we see Davros.
So they don't have like a democratic election. They just bioengineer a Dalek to be the leader.
Supposedly the smartest one and the tallest one and all that stuff, yeah. Oh, geez, stinking Louise. Battery's running out again. Alright.
What happened?
I think we got the smaller battery on there still from last time. Intermission. Alright. Okay, so the Dalek kills like a dozen guards here.
Mm-hmm.
The total at the end is 200 personnel.
Yeah.
That's what she says, yeah.
But they only had like 9 extras.
No,
So
that one scene they've got about 20.
Hands over. Hands over at this extras.
So the Dalek keeps going. They get to the stairs. And
that's a lot of guards.
Yeah, they're running up the stairs.
It's like a fire exit.
Yeah.
Stairwell.
Yeah, DiMaggio, Rose, and Adam are running up the stairs, and then the Dalek stops, and DiMaggio has her gun pointed at it, and the whole time earlier Van Staten is yelling. They couldn't hear him over the gunshots.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to have any of that damage.
Yeah.
Yeah, just stop firing.
And then they all die, and he's like, huh.
Yeah, and that line to the doctor says, is it worth it for them all to die? Goes, they're replaceable. The Dalek's not. It's just like, ugh. Yeah. How horrible a human being do you have to be to think something like that in a collection of yours is worth dozens of other people dying?
I love the scene where the
one eternity later.
All right, we're back. Okay, hopefully I was able to splice in a few moments later, whatever that is. You can put that. All right.
We need to get one of those clappers.
Nah. Oh, yeah.
It's fine.
Okay. So anyway, Van Statten's just being a horrible, horrible, horrible human being.
Not a very good host.
No. Well, they did break in, to be fair.
That's true.
So anyway, the doctor is explaining to him, this is where the Salt Lake City line comes in. If that Dalek gets out, everything's gone. And that's when you find out this place was meant to be a bunker in case of a nuclear exchange. And
he's pretty hospitable to Rose.
I think he likes the ladies. Yeah. He's a bit condescending to them.
Yeah.
Like when he's calling Rose a she earlier. And not talking directly to her. But yeah, I think he thinks himself a ladies' man. Okay, so he's like, well, this was meant to be a bunker. We could just seal it in. And he's like, oh. The doctor's like, okay, can you do it? He says,
Doctor's like, we don't have enough power. Those bulkheads are huge.
Well, we can redirect the last of our emergency power.
Reverse the polarity.
No, redirect the last of the emergency power. Now they're right below the surface, so they can get out of there no problem.
Rose and Adam, on the other hand.
Right, the doctor's like, called Rose. He says, we're busy because the Dalek killed DiMaggio. And then kept going and is trying to catch up to them. But their running is a lot faster than Dalek moving, so as long as they can keep running, they'll stay ahead. But the doctor's like, Van Statten's like, okay, we have to do this now. There's not enough power to keep this as an option for hardly any longer. And the doctor's like, but they're down there. And he calls Rose, run. I will hold off as long as I can, but run. And then you see them come down this hallway. Adam's in front by maybe 20 feet. And the bulkhead starts going down.
Yeah, you get that Indiana Jones moment.
Yeah. He manages to get through. If he...
And Rose is the hat if Indiana Jones left his hat behind.
Yeah, I really, really wish that... what do you do in that situation? If you're the man, you want to save the woman. If you try to push the woman so she can go under while your momentum goes back, she might stumble and fall or hit her head on the bulkhead. It's a really tricky situation. Yeah, or get crushed.
So it's like, do I live or do we both die?
Do I try to stop and fight the Dalek for her? But I think this was a plot.
That's not gonna work.
Yeah, I think this was a plot contrivance. I think that the Dalek needed to be alone with Rose for the conversation. Anyway, Adam
would have killed Adam.
Yeah, would have killed Adam. Adam manages to get under the bulkhead before it closes. Rose is too late, and she's standing there. Doctor, I didn't make it. Don't worry, it wasn't your fault. I still wouldn't miss anything for the world.
I don't blame Adam. I think I would have done the same thing.
Okay.
It's a lose.
This is... Okay, we missed the whole fight scene in the middle.
So that when the battery cut off, I was gonna say I like the efficiency where the Dalek doesn't stand there in the firing range and shoot each individual guard.
Oh, okay.
It shoots the fire alarm,
Yeah, did you
which
talk
makes
about
the
this scene?
sprinklers go off. No, the battery died. Which
Oh,
isn't
I meant
how it
before.
works, by the way. Oh no, we hadn't got there.
Oh,
yet.
okay. So, rewinding just a smidge. Yeah, the Dalek, they stopped the Dalek in a firing range. And the doctor's like, get every accountant, every lawyer, get everyone, put a gun in their hand, and try to kill it.
All 200 employees.
Yeah. And the Dalek, they're firing at it, and the stupid commander doesn't know what he's up against. I think I know how to kill when I spin plots. Like, doctor's like, it's got a force field, but it's not invulnerable. if you get enough at it at one time, you might be able to kill it, and you want to hit the eye stalk.
Mm-hmm.
And the guy's like, I think I can know how to do that. It's like, oh, you're so dead.
Yeah.
So the Dalek gets in the middle. They're all firing at him with like infinite ammo.
Famous last words.
Yeah. The Dalek rises up because it's already shown it can do that. Because this is between. This is between.
The stairwell.
The initial stairwell
and the bulkhead.
And the bulkhead. Yeah. So it lifts up, and the Doctor's like, because the Dalek looks at the camera. That they're watching it through. And
wants us to see.
He wants us to see this. And then the Dalek shoots the fire alarm. All the sprinklers come on. Drop all this water. It's raining. And then the Dalek shoots the water with his energy weapon. And fries all the men on the first level.
Yeah. Rose and Adam are running away. And she's like, the Dalek looked at me. He looked right at me. And I was like, it's the fish-eyed lens. Like, he's looking at everybody.
But run. Keep running. She could have made it to the bulkhead if she hadn't stopped to have that conversation.
Yeah.
She doomed herself. All right.
Say, I don't blame Adam.
Yeah. Okay. And then the guys on the second level, because there's catwalks, they're like, the main guy's like, let's get out of here. And then the Dalek shoots and fries all them.
Brutal scene. Cool
brutal.
Scene.
Really good scene. So the Dalek lands, and this is the best dialogue in the episode. He says, I will speak only to the Doctor. Doctor goes up, and he's like, why don't you just die? Why can't you kill yourself and all that? I must live. I will destroy. And goes on through all that stuff, and then the Doctor, you see him ranting, and you see the froth in his mouth at the front of his face, and he says, "Why don't you just die?" And the Dalek goes, "You would have made a good Dalek." And I love that line. It's like, damn, he's right. Oof. Doctor, in that moment of hatred, would have made a great Dalek.
Yeah.
Alright. Moving back, bulkhead. Huh?
Yeah.
So, they hear the Dalek say exterminate, and then a scream, and they think Rose is dead.
And the video feed cuts out.
Yeah. I think Rose is just reacting to hearing the shot. And now the Doctor thinks he's killed her.
Yeah.
The Doctor blames Van Statten, which he should.
And then he blames Adam for leaving her.
Then he blames that.
And then Adam blames the Doctor for closing the bulkhead on her.
Yeah, Adam, if the Doctor had waited one more, maybe 3 more seconds, she would have made it.
The Gallagher was like, we don't have enough power to stop the hold on the closing sequence.
No, Van Statten.
Oh, he said that.
Yeah. So the Doctor is lashing out at everybody. He's got a lot of anger in this episode because he thought he just killed Rose, or that he caused her to die anyway, which in his mind is the same thing.
I said I would protect her.
She was only 19. It's a great scene. Yeah, he gets on Van Statten, and then and Van Statten has finally realized his life is truly in danger, and then he gets on Adam and says, well, you shut the bulkhead, Then it shows Rose and the Dalek. And the Dalek goes, exterminate, shoots to the left of her. Exterminate, shoots to the right of her. And...
Are you afraid? Well, yeah.
Yeah, it's like... When she went from not being afraid, she didn't know what it was. To being genuinely afraid.
People, yeah.
And he goes, yeah, I can... Basically, he says, I can smell your fear. And he's like, I shouldn't be able to do this. And, starts doubting himself and all that. And like...
He's like, I feel your fear. He's feeling emotions. And then he goes straight into an existential crisis. For the second time. Like, first was, I'm alone and I have no orders. And then again, once he's like dealing with these new emotions.
Yeah. and it's great. So,
kind of reminded me of Alpha and Beta and Theta, the children Daleks who play.
Play? They're playing trains. Oh, that was fun. Back then.
Yeah.
So,
that was
second Doctor, yeah.
Oh, it was Troughton.
Yeah, I was Troughton. And it's one of those wonderful episodes, during the more serialized stuff, when it didn't end on a cliffhanger. It didn't end on somebody being about to die or we got to figure out what this is. It didn't end on a cliffhanger. It ended on a happy note.
Yeah.
I like that.
But you still have to tune in next week to see.
Well, the continuation, but it was a nice ending.
Yeah.
For that particular episode, yeah. All right, so
usually the end of an episode is, this is World War III.
No, that was last week's.
Yeah.
All right, so
which apparently Adam almost caused.
Oh yeah, there
2012.
Yeah, which is a little later. This aired in 2005.
I was wondering when Aliens of London took place.
Oh,
I don't think it said the year, did it?
I think it was the current time, 2005.
Oh, okay.
But Adam would have done that like 15 years earlier. Because he was like 22, 23. And
when he was 8.
When he was 8. So like 15 years earlier. Yeah. So that would have been like 97 or something. Mm-hmm. Anyway.
So around the time War Games came out.
War Games was 80s.
Oh.
Yeah.
Around that time.
Alright, so let's see. So anyway, wait, where were we?
Rose and the Dalek and emotions.
Yeah, the Dalek's questioning things, and he says, "What did you do to me? I absorbed your DNA, but you have made me much more than a Dalek." And so finally, the Dalek questioning itself, existential crisis, turns on the camera. He says, "Look, open the bulkhead or she gets it."
Yeah.
And the Doctor says, "Yeah, I'm not. I killed her once. I'm not doing it again." Then he raises the bulkhead.
So there's enough power to do that.
Yeah.
So there would have been enough power to hold off for another 3 seconds.
Yeah. All right. So the bulkhead raises. They get in the elevator, the Dalek and Rose, and the Dalek is just questioning everything. And the Doctor's like, "Okay, can we get? Do you have alien weapons? Can we get an alien weapon that'll be able to get it?" He says, "Well, the Dalek's always been between them and us." And then Adam is like, "Well, only the registered ones."
Yeah.
Oh, Doctor says, "Take me to him." But what were you gonna say? Sorry.
They filed off the serial number on the unregistered hair blow dryer.
Mm-hmm.
I don't like how they presented the emotional conflict of the Dalek in the elevator. He's like, "I should have exterminated you." Like, he didn't kill her because of his emotions. But in the past, Daleks have taken prisoners and used, hostages as leverage all the time.
Yes.
So, like, he could have done that with just hatred.
Yeah.
But he's like, "You should be dead." And it's like, no.
Yeah.
The Dalek probably wouldn't have killed her either.
So the Doctor, well, it depends on the situation. Remember, this is just a low-level Dalek.
He's a gold Dalek.
Right.
He must have been important because he was the one being sent to...
No, I think he just fell through. Because he's waiting orders.
Oh.
He's not mass-producing more Daleks. He's just waiting on orders.
That was my next question, was like, I thought all Daleks from a single Dalek could start... Like, that's what they explained in I forget the name of it, but it's a spaceship that the door was sealed.
Yeah.
And then the Dalek makes, like... He genetically births hundreds of Daleks from the vat.
Yeah.
On himself.
I think that was also a Troughton one.
Mm-hmm. So this Dalek couldn't do that, I guess.
No, I don't think this one had the programming for that. I think this one was purely bred for the Time War.
You think that'd be like a really base directive, like the Prime Directives exterminating
The secondary director.
Yeah, they always say the Dalek race must live on. So you think that would be a fail-safe is to be able to make more Daleks if you're a lone Dalek?
Maybe, but this one was chained up forever, and then when it got free, it was already questioning itself. So I don't think it necessarily wanted the Dalek race to continue, which is one of the reasons it asked to be ordered to kill itself.
Spoiler. He's like, I'm changing. I'm no longer a Dalek.
Yeah.
What's wrong with that? I am corrupted.
Yeah, that's bad for a Dalek. Once you hit that point, you don't even want to be alive.
So what about Alpha and Beta and Theta?
What about them?
Well, they didn't just have hatred.
No.
They were uninfluenced, childlike Daleks.
Correct. And they probably died somewhere at some point, you know? Although, we'll see later on that there is a planet where Daleks go.
Garro.
No, if they're broken.
A junkyard of Daleks?
Asylum of the Daleks, yeah. Basically, it's a planet or a moon. Daleks don't normally want to kill their own kind. But a lot of them are messed up after experiments. So they send them to this one planet where I think it's Asylum of the Daleks, where they can live out their days till they die, but they're crazy as hell.
It's like Australia.
Yeah. Okay. So
they open the bulkhead. Oh, they're in the elevator.
Right, they're in the elevator. Okay, so the doctor is looking at the weapons. He's like, why did you keep these? Well, I'm going to have to fight my way out of here sometime. So I'd like to see you try that, Adam. But he goes, broken, hair dryer. Finally goes,
He pulls out the BFG.
Yeah.
Perfect.
In the meantime, Rose and the Dalek have gotten up in the elevator. And that elevator goes, this is the express elevator, because it goes directly into Van Patten's office. Yep. And Van Patten's kind of pleading for his life.
Yeah. You tortured me. It was for your own good. I tortured you to help you.
I just wanted to get you to talk. And he sounds so desperate at that line. But yeah, when the elevator opens, it was just like, it's starting to question itself. No sudden moves. He says, well, I should kill you, but I don't want to kill. She says, you don't have to do that anymore. And the Goddard's just standing there, just watching the whole thing, trying to keep out of it. Because she's seen all the men and women that this Dalek has killed. So Rose says, well, what do you desire most? He says, my freedom. So they leave the office, and they're in a hallway, and the Dalek, he raises his gun as high as he can.
He's kind of like John McCain.
Yeah, he shoots the ceiling, and then the roof comes down, and she says, the sun. I never thought I'd feel the sun on me again. And the Dalek goes, what does it feel like? And the Dalek, you see the three sections. The middle section opens up, and then the top section opens up. And the top section is mostly what the Dalek is, but it's basically both sections.
Yeah.
And it feels good. And then the doctor shows up with the big gun. And Rose is like, don't shoot. Doctor's like, get out of the way. Rose is like, no, I'm not going to let you do that. Don't shoot it. And he goes, it's evil. It's horrible. It's pure evil. She goes, you're the one pointing the gun at me.
Yeah.
Yeah. He goes, it's changing. It is changing.
What are you changing it to?
Yeah. The pointed line. But she'd never seen the doctor face a Dalek before. That's going to bring all that back. And Eccleston's doctor still has PTSD, shell shock.
She did just see the Dalek kill 200 people. And she's like, he's not such a bad guy.
No, he's changing. He didn't kill her. And she's like, okay.
And he treats me nice.
Right.
Who
And
cares
then,
about the 200 people he killed? He's nice to me.
all right. So then the doctor is like, okay. He realizes that his hatred isn't doing the situation any good. He doesn't want the dog to get out to destroy Earth, but he also realizes his hatred is not helping the situation. And he kind of lowers the gun.
Yeah.
At that point, the doctor realizes, it's having feelings and all that. He says, "Oh, your DNA corrupted it." And she goes, "Well, that's good. He's becoming something better, mutating." And the doctor says, "Not for a Dalek. It will hate itself because it's different." And then Dalek starts asking Rose to give it the order to kill itself. And Rose is like, "No, I won't." And it's like, "Obey, obey, obey." And finally she goes,
It was ordering her
to order
obey
it.
her giving him an order.
Yes. But,
Why did he want Rose to give him orders?
he needs the order. Well,
Specifically Rose.
in this case, he didn't want to take it from the
genetically
doctor
linked.
because the doctor had already told it to kill itself.
Yeah.
He didn't want
So
to.
he's being spiteful.
Just a smidge. Just a smidge. So finally Rose was like, "Okay, do it." And he's telling her to give him that order, and she's standing right next to it, and I'm like, "Move away. You don't know how big the blast is going to be." But finally she says, "Okay, do it." And only then does it start moving, and she goes, "Oh, crap." And she almost trips over a rock. And then the Dalek elevates, the little Dalek bumps come off.
Yeah.
They form a force field around it, and it just disappears. It shoots, it has its own explosion inside the force field.
Implodes.
Yeah.
Evaporates. It's pretty cool.
Yeah, this, in theory, could have been 2 episodes. It moves at such a fast clip. But I think it was perfect as 1, because it really does move at a clip.
Yeah. Yes.
It could have been maybe
It's a fun pace.
5-10 minutes longer. A little more fleshing out, because you go boom, hard cut, boom, hard cut, boom, hard cut. There's no padding in here.
Yeah. I kind of like that though.
Yeah. Then you see Goddard. She looks at Van Patten. She goes, "Okay, you're wanting to keep your collection together. Killed 200 men." And she nods to the guards. The guards are like, "Oh yeah." They grab him by the arms, and she goes, "Wipe his memory. Leave him in a city, Seattle, San Diego, Sacramento, someplace that begins with an S." He goes, "You can't do this to me. I'm Henry Van Patten." He says, "By tonight, Henry Van Patten will be a junkie, homeless junkie somewhere in one of those cities."
It mirrors the line of when he fired
The other guy
the
and
person
said,
Goddard to replace somewhere with an M.
"Yeah, someone with an M." Yeah, it's a nice bookend.
That's where the episode could have used a little bit more explanation. Is like, how did Goddard, this like secretary, set up this coup? Where she
Everyone
has all
else was
this
dead.
authority.
Everyone else with any authority except Adam was dead at that point.
And those the guards were just, well,
Yeah, they were the
Stabbing.
backup guards that had to come in later after it killed everyone else.
well, they're employed by Staten.
These people had probably never seen him. These people had probably only ever worked with her or somebody else. So, and she didn't try to take all of his money and his fortune and his stuff.
Fill it with cement.
Yeah, in fact, they're going to fill the whole thing with cement.
That's a lot of cement.
Yeah.
It's expensive, and we're running out of sand.
Once again, he's got billions and billions and billions of dollars. I mean, Elon Musk is the world's first trillionaire. This guy could have had, $400 billion.
This guy owns the internet.
Yeah.
So easier.
Well, maybe. I think he spends so much of his money on superfluous things, though. Anyway, so they see that she's like the highest level person left, especially once they get rid of Van Staten. And she approaches Van Staten in such a way as to say she's in charge. And they take him away, wipe his memory. They're going to fill the whole thing with cement.
Adam's freaking out about this.
Yeah, we got to get out of here. They mean that. We got to go. And the Doctor and Rose are at the TARDIS. And Rose
So
is
that
like,
makes me think that his workshop was somewhere on...
around that level?
Yeah.
Possibly. So Rose is like, because when they were flirting, he mentioned he'd always wanted to see the stars, and Rose is like, oh, well, can't we just show it to him? And,
It was a good time to go outside then.
yeah, and so, tell him to go stand outside the night. So she goes, please. He's like, okay, but it's on your head. And the Dr. Rose get in the TARDIS. He doesn't realize it's a time-space machine. Finally goes, what are you guys doing in there? Hey. And he goes in. End of episode. New companion.
Next time.
The long game. Yep. Man, we couldn't have done that better if we planned it. the synchronized saying of the word.
That's the first time we did that this episode.
No. But it was perfect because I was taking a drink while you were checking your notes, and it just we
I
both said it when we would normally have said it. It just came out perfectly.
I said it better though.
Leave your comments below. All right. Okay, so new companion, awesome. Dalek is dead, awesome.
I don't think Adam's so awesome.
Huh?
I think I prefer Mickey over Adam.
Yeah, but we lose Adam next episode. Spoilers. Literally, he's only a companion for this and the next episode.
And he's pretty. I hadn't noticed.
Yeah. Alright, they wanted to show, I guess, a companion actually leaving in the modern stuff, which they hadn't done up to that. Because Mickey is still there, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah. Not in the TARDIS, but he's still around. Anyway, what'd you think of the episode?
Loved it. It's great.
Great episode. Some of the conversations with the Doctor and the Dalek are fantastic.
The lines were great. Dalek was great. Seeing the most the Daleks have reached their peak at this point. They've achieved everything they wanted to. They're absolute killing machines. Stairs don't stop them.
They're extinct.
Yeah. So it's kind of like, where's a Sonic baseball bat when you need it?
Ace still has it.
So we go...
Seriously. She comes back later with it.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
Ace. Oh, that's awesome. And then during one of the anniversary specials?
In my opinion, yeah. It was on the 60th year. Right. In Doctor Who's 60th year, this was actually the New Year's Day special. Whittaker's last episode. Before Tennant 2 took over and did the actual anniversary specials. But the anniversary specials are supposed to be multi-Doctor affairs. And that really doesn't happen except a little bit of 14 and 15 together into one. But there's a bunch of Doctors and the actors in the name of the Power of the Doctor, Whittaker's last episode, and it was that year.
The Power of the Doctor?
Yeah, the Power of the
Doctor.
Doctor.
That mirrors the Power of the Daleks?
Yes.
Like that, okay.
Yeah, so in my mind, that's the real anniversary special because it is a multi-Doctor special. And it was that year, and it was a lot better than any of the actual anniversary specials.
Interesting.
Yeah. But yeah, it's Whittaker's last episode, and it was her best episode. I've said it before, I really wish half of them were half as good as that one, because so many of them are garbage, you know.
You guys been watching Chibnall? Notice the buckets out there.
Listen, was
Moffat
feeling
Chibnall.
well earlier today. She had an upset stomach, so yeah. Anyway, did you have any questions?
Yes.
Cyberman eye.
Oh, yeah. That's it. I just get so confused with the Doctor Who timeline, because in the old stuff we like these 1960 humans, but are on some future from 1960s. They're well aware of the Daleks because Earth is invaded by the Daleks. And somewhere
2125 or something, yeah.
Earth is invaded by Cybermen. But that's after the extinction of the Daleks and the Time War in 2005.
Remember, they have time travel.
Yeah.
This could be Daleks from the past, and probably were Daleks from the past based off the design, coming forward and invading Earth at that point for whatever reason.
And you have UNIT for extraterrestrial space crimes on Earth. And then last week it's like, our first contact. But there's been a lot of contacts.
Okay.
Like the chameleons. We've had Autons on Earth. We had all sorts of aliens on Earth.
Alright. Remember...
The general public has been aware. Like a whole airport knew about them.
Okay, remember...
the line where people don't accept...
Right, at the end of World War III, where the Doctor's talking to Mickey, telling him, and there's already on the newspaper, was it a hoax, He's like, your lot aren't ready. They're just not ready to accept extraterrestrial life, so you keep forgetting, or you keep going, that doesn't happen. In fact, Donna, she's a companion of Tennant in Series 4. Yeah, she's like that a lot. She is so much like that. She does not believe things are going on like that.
It doesn't make sense when the next prime minister is elected off the back of this epic speech she gave about humanity overcoming the existential threat of aliens. And then you're like, oh, that's not real. It didn't happen.
Well, there's also the technology to wipe people's minds, but most of it is going to be government cover-up and media-driven.
It's like Fantastic Beasts 2.
Didn't see that one.
Okay. Yeah, it's not worth it.
Yeah, I didn't think so.
First one was okay. The second one was terrible. I didn't see the third one.
Yeah. I think they may have given up on those. Anyway.
I think it's just a trilogy.
What other questions do you have?
So many. We've covered a lot. Another Bad Wolf reference.
Yeah,
there's one in every episode.
Yeah, at the very beginning of this, his helicopter is called Bad Wolf 1.
So they refer to the Time War as the last great Time War.
Yeah.
Which implies there were previous Time Wars before that?
Yeah, once the dogs had gotten a time machine, there were probably smaller time wars between the Daleks and the Time Wars. There may have also been, like that great war that's been going on forever between the Sontarans and I forget the name of the other race.
Yeah.
They've been fighting that war forever. Mm-hmm. There's also the two robots that were locked forever. This was the Tom Baker episode when he was doing this, and he said, it was.
They're like two AIs.
Right. It was the Daleks and those robot people.
Yeah.
Yeah, and they were both trying to maneuver everyone to the perfect position, but they were always evenly matched because they were both doing it all the time.
Yeah.
But they needed the randomness of a human mind, or in this case, a Time Lord mind.
1984.
Yeah. It's back there somewhere.
No, the book where there's the three world powers. They're all like fairly evenly matched. They're all trying to make a big enough bomb.
I thought you were talking about when that episode aired.
Also that.
Okay, so all right. What else?
Hammer's mentioned emotional manipulation. When the Dalek was emotionally manipulating Rose, he even made himself sound more human and less robotic. He like changed an octave, which I don't think we've seen them do that.
No.
Yeah. Went on a little pity party. That was good. I hadn't seen a Dalek act like that. I thought it was interesting. I really like this one.
Yeah, it's a really good episode. It's
so good.
If it wasn't for a couple, 3 other episodes, it might have been the best one of the season.
Yeah, I think it's my favorite so far. It beats out the Autons.
Rose?
A mile ahead of Aliens. The Rose.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, the Slovene are interesting.
There's a Slovene in the museum.
Yeah, Slovene hands stuffed. Yeah.
Yeah. Gross.
They used what props they had.
Yeah.
We will see another when Unit comes back. Okay. They have something called the Black Archive. And
like the Indiana Jones vault where they put the Ark of the Covenant.
Yeah, but it's somewhat not too dissimilar from Van Statten's thing.
The Collector. On the preview of next episode, what do they call that guy?
The editor.
The editor.
Yeah, it's not Frost, the other one.
Frost?
The actor's name. One of them's Frost, and I forget the other guy's name. I think Frost is the stouter guy from Shaun of the Dead, the Cornetto trilogy, and all that. Okay. And this is the other guy.
I think Shaun of the Dead's the only one I haven't seen yet.
Oh my gosh! Okay.
I love Hot Fuzz and I love At World's End.
Okay. Yeah. Shaun of the Dead's the original.
Is it as good as the other two?
Simon Pegg. Thanks, Sunshine. Simon Pegg's his name. And I think Nick Frost is the other guy's name. Okay. But anyway, Simon Pegg's in this episode. And then down the line a ways, with the 11th Doctor, 11th or 12th, no, 12th Doctor, we actually get Nick Frost.
Oh. Cool.
Yeah. All right. What other questions you have? Like I said, really good episode.
Existential crisis.
Make
a good dollar.
With the possible exception of the farting Slovene as bad guys.
Put it in last place. It's just too goofy for like the tone of that. It was such like a bipolar, like really good dialogue, serious scene, dark moment, people giggling at flatulence, and it just kept it. Trying to throw off the whole mood.
Right, but I mean, this season is very, very, very strong, and it's what really got the show rolling again.
Yeah.
As bad as Russell T Davies was in his second run, and basically got the show put out to tender, in his first run, he was amazing at bringing it back.
So they had Russell showrunner, then other showrunners, then Russell came back as a showrunner?
Yeah, Russell T Davies did the first 4 seasons, then it went to Moffat.
Terrible.
Yeah, well, better than Chibnall. And Moffat runs it for 3 and 3, so 6 series. And then starting with series 11 with Whittaker, you get Chibnall for 3 series. And then Russell T Davies comes back and does series 14, series 15.
So that's the most recent.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
And this actually leads me into something we're talking about with that. Right now, this is the 6th. Oh man, that's like season 21. Okay, it came out a couple weeks ago
on Blu-ray.
Yeah, on Blu-ray. I think we talked about it, but I'm not 100% sure. So, but if you want to push it back in, but just picked that up a bit ago. We have no other dates for any other releases now. After that came out, the United States has nothing. And the only date that the UK has is something called the Black Archive, like I was telling you about Unit.
Yeah.
It's just a collection of episodes starring and featuring Unit.
Oh.
Okay. We don't have a date for that, and I'm not sure. I don't think we're getting it. We don't have a date for the War Between the Land and the Sea.
Mm-hmm.
And logically, it should come out around December, January, based on when it aired, assuming Disney not airing it in the United States does not prevent it from being stalled even longer.
Yeah.
We've got...
Because if they use it as a tax write-off, then they can't release it
Correct.
at all.
But BBC America could hopefully still release the Blu-ray. We'll see. We're completely caught up on everything new except the War Between the Land and the Sea. For the old stuff, waiting on an announcement on animation. Waiting on an announcement for the 8 seasons that are left. 1 Tom Baker, The Key of Time. Season 11, well, it's 16, I believe. Season 11, the very last season of Pertwee. And the first 6. I know season 2 has been released in the States, but I think once they animate the Crusade, it'll be released again with the complete Crusade. Or at least you can buy just that one disc to put in your collection.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, rather than force people to buy it again, they might just do that, or they might force people to buy it again.
Yeah, more money that way.
But at this point, we have no dates, no announcements, nothing.
All we have to look forward to is at the end of the year, the third-party release.
No, we talk about that. That's never happened.
Slated on the website.
Yeah,
they wouldn't lie about it.
Oh yeah, it's been like that for 5-6 years. Right. But we have no dates in the U.S. to look forward to. No announcements of any products. I don't think we're getting the 4K that was recently released of the TV movie in the United Kingdom. I'd love to get that here. Because otherwise it'll be the only thing after everything else is released that's not on Blu-ray. And we're waiting on the 8 more seasons and the rest of the animations, but there's no announcements whatsoever, and we may not have any more Doctor Who products this entire year, the rest of this year. Season 16 is rumored to be next year.
They usually do something for the holidays and stuff, right?
Yeah, but based on when the War Between the Land and the Sea aired, we might barely get that before Christmas. It might be next year. But we have no products we're looking forward to except the expected completions. And we have no dates whatsoever. And we have no idea when the next episode is going to air. We're up in the air on pretty much everything. Just waiting.
Still waiting on the 10-year thing?
Still waiting what?
Them people bidding on the show?
That's the tender, yeah. So everything's up in the air. I think the BBC is slowed down the releases of the classic series on Blu-ray, classic seasons on Blu-ray, so that it won't be such a wait, because I think they're hoping to find, rather than have to animate some of those old episodes thanks to the Film is Fantastic group or whatever they're called. Yeah. And I think they're trying to get a hold of them, and I think something's probably being animated. Oh, I told you they did find 2 episodes of the Dalek's Master Plan, episodes 1 and 3.
So we're gonna have to go back and watch the 13 episodes over again.
12. 12. Yeah. At some point, we'll go back and we'll watch at least those 2, if not all of them. And then if it ever comes out animated, we'll watch the whole thing animated. And we'll be doing...
So once we're caught up, we'll have plenty of stuff to still do.
Yeah, and we'll be doing, of course, Heroes and Villains. But yeah, right now we have no dates for anything. And I think they're trying to fill as many holes as they can before they have to animate to complete it.
Then when we finish Doctor Who, we'll start the Simpsons podcast.
We'll see.
If we're to do a podcast after we finish all the Doctor Who stuff, what show would that be? Or we could have a podcast where we do all sorts of different shows. We have a few episodes on The Good Place, a few episodes of, what was that one called? Be Seeing You. Be Seeing You. Big Ball.
The Prisoner.
The Prisoner, yeah.
Well, it's only 17 episodes, but that would be an interesting one to do. That really would. I do like that one.
Yeah, we still the original that.
Show. Yeah, I don't know.
They made a remake?
There was a remake show, yeah.
Oh. Is that any good?
I didn't watch it.
Oh. No. I finally watched Westworld, the original movie. Mm-hmm. So now I want to watch the HBO series. Mm. Oh, I love the movie.
Yeah, the first season is interesting, but it starts falling apart towards the end. But anyway, watch it if you want to watch it. Okay, so Doctor Who news.
I'm real into like robot AI stuff.
Yeah.
I watch all the like X-Max and Machina. Her.
Right. So Doctor Who news is we've got nothing on the horizon in any way, shape, or form at this point. Everything's in waiting mode.
No news is good news.
Yeah, I don't agree in this case.
You think there'll be another hiatus?
Well, we're technically pretty much in one right now, but the question is how long will it run? There are gaps in the modern Doctor Who, where 1 year they only put out
one
episode, the Christmas episode, or the New Year's Day episode. But this year will be the first year since the revival came back that we will not have had a single episode of Doctor Who. Unless somebody ends up with a tender and they rush something out for Christmas. But right, they theoretically could still do it, but right now we've got nothing. The War Between the Land and the Sea aired last year, along with Series 15.
If there's another multi-year hiatus, you would think that would revitalize the third-party stuff again.
Possibly, but I think it all died during COVID. It's going to take somebody somewhere really stepping up, I think, for it to continue.
That's our next podcast.
Oh, yeah.
We'll do the budget Cyberman with the missing blood.
So funny. Do you have a license to save this planet?
Yes.
All right. Well, feel free to join us next week for...
That episode had more crossover villains than any other Doctor Who anything.
That you've seen.
Yeah. I mentioned that. So I always thought the Time War was like all the Batman villains coming together. But apparently it's just the Time Lords and the Daleks.
Well, mostly. The problem is the Time War raged so heavily and so far that
kind of involved
thousands of other races mostly perished. Okay, so down the line, there's a hell of a two-parter where you will see more Doctor Who bad guys than in that episode about the planet. Let's see.
I'm just trying to wrap my head around the fact that Time War prevents the time travel of going back in time and saving the Time Lords from being extinct.
Wibbly wobbly, timey-wimey stuff.
Corrupted the timeline. There's no fixing it. Irreversible.
Alright.
Where are we checking?
The Pandorica opens.
Pandorica?
You will see...
That's the dorkier sister Pandora.
No. Oh. Alright. This season is really good. Tennant season is really good. The beginning of Moffat, especially Series 5, is really good. And the Pandorica Opens is a two-part finale for that season called The Pandorica Opens and The Big Bang. And it is just amazing.
A lot of villains. I love those.
A lot of villains.
I always love the... Was it in the swamp, the League of Doom? It's all the villains sitting around the table.
It's fun. The horsehead guy.
Yeah.
Alright. Cool. And we had 200 deaths in this episode. So crazy.
Yeah, very violent.
Yeah. Now, vast majority of them were off screen. And we've had episodes that have had more people killed when you're talking about, wars and stuff.
Yeah.
But on screen, I think we had around 40, something like that.
Nah.
Yeah, you had about a dozen in the hallway. You had about 20 people die in the one thing. So it's
I feel like
32.
you always overcount. Like you always you like double the number of deaths in every episode.
Well, we can go back and count the number of bodies in those shots.
Yeah. You said there's a dozen, but there's like 4 here and 3 on this side of the hallway.
No, I think about 6 each.
Nah. You always do this.
Okay. You want to make a wager?
I mean, we'd have to rewatch the whole episode.
No. Just the hallway.
Oh, the hallway?
Yeah, okay. Let's take the hallway.
Yeah.
Alright.
Well, the problem is that it keeps cutting back and forth to the
same but we can get
like
a
every
bead
time,
on one side
every
and count
time
the number of people, and then get a bead on the other side and count the number of people.
Yeah. Well, a death is every time a person gets shot and they glow green and you see their skeleton. Like that's someone dying on screen. That's
You're saying you're not counting the times when it turns and just fires.
Yeah, that's not. I count those in a different category.
Okay. I see where the numbers differ then.
So there's one Dalek death.
Yeah.
There's 14 on-screen deaths, and then like 2 off-screen deaths, which are heavily like you hear the death cry and stuff. And I don't even write down where the Daleks. It just shows the close-up of the Dalek firing randomly.
Okay. That's where our numbers differ. I also go by the bodies on the floor,
Yeah, you overestimate the bodies on the floor.
Nah.
There's like 4 over here and 3 over here.
Nah.
And then there's like 3 on the top rail and like 6 down on the bottom.
No.
Like on the CCTV camera, you see all the guns flashing.
There was at least 5 on the top rail, and probably at the bottom there was more like 12 to 15.
Like we could go back to that CCTV footage where it shows the muzzle flare of everyone firing at the same time. And there's not a dozen down there on the bottom floor.
Well, we may check that here in a minute. All right. Anyway, have fun. Good night. We'll see you next week for the long game.
We'll see you next week for our next 3.5 hour podcast.
No.
4-hour podcast.
No. Wait till we get to the Utopia trilogy.
Longer than the...
There's going to be so much to talk about in there.
I'm still surprised that our longest episode wasn't the Dalek's Master Plan.
There was a lot of padding in it.
Less than
the Dalek's Master Plan
that's
had a
true.
lot of padding. It was very slow.
But why did we go so long on... not Paradise Towers. Death something? Something Towers.
You'll have to let me know next week.
I was watching Dread the other day. You see the movie Dread? Where they're in that... It's that the hotel tower that's inspired by the real life building.
Yeah.
That got condemned and then turned into like a crime ring. And then that's what they...
Yeah.
Yeah.
Are you talking about the original one with Rocky or the later one with Bones? Bones.
Not the Rocky one.
Okay, so Bones from the new Star Trek stuff. He plays Dredd in that one.
Yeah, what's his face? Carl Urban.
Yeah. Not to be confused with Keith Urban.
No. Carl Urban, the guy from The Boys. He plays Butcher.
Yeah, Star Trek. He's Bones in the Star Trek.
It's in Star Trek.
The newer ones, yeah. Alright.
I like the scene where Picard's talking to the sludge. And the sludge is like, I'm going to kill you. And he's just like, no, you're not. Picard had a great presence about him.
Yeah.
Right. Doctor-esque.
Alright. We will see you next week. Have fun. Alright. You gotta